Royal Caribbean just announced a brand new beach club opening in Europe and a major, colossal change to its loyalty program. I wanted to bring you all of today's breaking Royal Caribbean news up next. Hey everyone, it's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Today was a really big day of Royal Caribbean news. We have a lot to talk about, and I want to share it all with you, starting with Royal Caribbean's big plans to open its very first beach club in Europe. On Tuesday, Royal Caribbean announced a new private destination right in the heart of the Greek Isles. Royal Caribbean is going to open a new beach club in Santorini, and it'll open in the summer of 2026. If you're unfamiliar with the beach club product, this is a new idea that's come out of Royal Caribbean. The first one will open in the Bahamas at the end of this year. But essentially, it's a glorified Royal Caribbean shore excursion. What I mean by that is it's not like Perfect Day at Coco Cay, where everybody gets off the ship and this is all you can do in this one place. There's an additional cost to go here, but it's all inclusive. Alcohol, food, and everything you can experience on the beach is included with your fare. The new beach club, Royal Beach Club Santorini, will be available for anybody that's sailing on a Royal Caribbean or Celebrity ship, plus local Greek residents will be able to purchase club entry based on availability. According to Royal Caribbean Group, this is going to be a really idyllic place to visit. Royal Beach Club Santorini is going to welcome people to enjoy breathtaking volcanic beaches on an iconic Greek island with, of course, the signature experiences that their customers expect, with, of course, being in Greece and in a Royal Caribbean beach club. When you buy a pass here, it'll include access to a volcanic black sand beach along the Aegean Sea, complimentary gourmet beachfront dining, umbrellas, loungers, and Wi-Fi. And if you book a day pass there, you'll also get a scenic ferry tour along Santorini's coastline, plus stops in the picturesque towns of Oia and Fira. There are no age restrictions, which means kids are allowed here. This is not an adults-only beach area. Royal Caribbean has shared some of the concept art that you're seeing right now about what it's going to look like, and there's going to be palapa, sunbeds, elevated bar, lounge area, and, of course, a dock to bring guests around those scenic tours on the ferry ride. The beaches and views look amazing. Obviously, this will be very beach-focused. It's a beach club. They want to make sure this is a big deal. Interestingly, you can already book this immediately on the Cruise Planner website. Royal Caribbean has basically rebranded what was essentially a different tour. They went to the Theros Wave Bar, and I believe this is the property that Royal Caribbean has bought. They're not going to demolish it, it appears, like they did in Cozumel because of the tight timeline. They're opening this next summer. So clearly, I don't think they're going to demolish everything and rebuild it. Based on the concept art and what the beach club looks like today, they'll make some changes, some enhancements to it, certainly. But I am not sure yet they're going to completely gut it and redo it all. But if you look to purchase it today, it's called the Ultimate Santorini Day, and it includes the Royal Beach Club Santorini as part of that. We did some spot checking of prices. The list price looks to be $284 per adult or $199 per child, but there was already a sale on it the day that I looked at it. So that brought the price down to $197 and $138 respectively. The new beach club is a really big deal because we didn't hear about this. Royal Caribbean made a big deal about all its new beach clubs in Perfect Day Mexico earlier this summer. Never mentioned Europe. In fact, we never even thought about a private beach excursion option in Europe, let alone, Perfect Day or something like that. But this offers something completely different. I mean, Greece is one of those countries that's been suffering with over-tourism concerns. And this allows Royal Caribbean to still visit Santorini because, of course, this is a beach club, not Perfect Day. You can get off the ship and do your own thing if you'd like to. But it offers Royal Caribbean guests an exclusive option for something that is just for them. It offers the very best that Royal Caribbean has to offer with its beach club experiences, something they've been leaning in ever since Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and it's clearly a winning combination formula because people really like that here. So it's a tried and trusted option for cruisers out there. For Royal Caribbean, it's a money-making operation, and that's always good for them and their bottom line. But the second big news of the day is Royal Caribbean announced loyalty points are finally going to be interchangeable with its cruise brands. Imagine this. You go on a Royal Caribbean cruise. You're a Royal Caribbean cruiser. You've earned, 30 points. You go on a Celebrity cruise and you earn another 7 points. You can combine the points together. At least that's the promise. Royal Caribbean Group announced they're going to make it a lot easier to earn points between the different lines, and they're calling it Points Choice. Now, Points Choice will come at some point in 2026. While we don't have all the details yet, here's what we do know about how the program will work. It will allow you to apply loyalty points earned on any Royal Caribbean brand ship towards the brand program of their choice. This applies to Royal Caribbean's Crown and Anchor Society, Celebrities Captain's Club, or Silver Seas Venetian Society. For example, if a Royal Caribbean guest is sailing with Celebrity Cruises for the first time, they can choose to apply the points earned for the celebrity sailing to either brand's loyalty program. Another note, members will not have the option to apply points already earned to a different brand, meaning if you took a celebrity cruise 3 years ago, that won't count, because points choice will only be offered on cruises departing on or after the launch date. Furthermore, benefits will remain the same for Crown and Anchor, Captain's Club, and Venetian Society program. And in addition, the status match program is not changing. Members can still receive a 1-for-1 tier matching across all three Royal Caribbean brands: Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruises, and Silver Sea. So if you're like me and you love Royal Caribbean, you cruise Royal Caribbean a lot, now it's a lot easier. You have more permission, if you will, to go on Celebrity or Silver Sea because you get to essentially combine your points. To me, this reminds me a lot of Marriott Bonvoy's loyalty program. If you stay at a Marriott resort or one of their sister brands, of which there are many of them out there, you still earn points towards the same common goal. Now, there haven't been any announcements as to what changes, if any, will occur to either Captain's Club or Crown and Anchor Society or the Venetian Society. But the bottom line is you'll be able to go on Celebrity, Silver Sea, or Royal Caribbean and earn points together. Now, this for Royal Caribbean is a really good decision. It allows customers to basically spend more because they want to cruise more and try new things. So it deepens their commitment, their engagement with the brand. So rather than saying, well, you know what, if it's not going to earn me points, I really don't need to necessarily try a Celebrity River cruise or go on one of Silver Sea's new ships to an amazing expedition destination. Now you can do all that and still earn points together. Mr. Liberty called it a virtuous cycle of demand, value, and advocacy. And I think it's actually a really good way of describing it because it's a way that gets people to try new things. I've tried both Celebrity and Silver Sea, and I did that out of, quite frankly, a research standpoint here from all of you, wanting to share what it's like, how it compares and all that. But when you can suddenly now earn points and status and build all that under one umbrella, I think it's a huge thing. Now, my biggest question, of course, is going to be, well, how does this affect the programs involved? Like, will this change some of the benefits that we have on Royal Caribbean or Celebrity? In fact, with the other programs, it's also kind of bizarre because, what's included with the programs is vastly different. Of course, Silver Sea includes a lot more in their cruise fares, so they have less incentives, if you will, with their program, and Celebrity has a completely different program as well. So I'm really curious how that'll all shake out here. The one thing, though, that makes me feel better about this, and not worried that this is going to be necessarily a bad thing, is something that Michael Bailey, Royal Caribbean CEO, said earlier this year. He was talking about this exact topic. Somebody asked him, hey, loyalty programs, and when can we start to combine points and all that? He didn't mention this new program, but he did talk about something I thought was really important, quote, not tipping over the apple cart. When he talked about simplifying loyalty programs, on the surface, it always seems like a great idea, but it's always worried about causing more problems than they solve. And he talked about the fact that they don't want to make decisions that maybe are short-term benefits and then upset loyalty members later on. Mr. Bailey said, our aim is to make everybody happy and also benefit the company in terms of the shareholders, etc. So we're going to get there, and just so you know, try and be a little patient, end quote. So I really do believe that they're not going to say, okay, we're going to get rid of all the benefits or completely change everything necessarily. I'm hopeful there will be an opportunity to basically take the best of the best here. What we want is the programs that we already love, but with an easier means of earning points and incentive to cruise more often. Okay, now it's your turn. I want to know, what do you think of these two big changes? Do you love this idea of a new beach club in Santorini? Are you going to book that? And also, what do you think about these points changes? How do you think they're going to make this change with points choice? And what are you looking forward to about it? Is it going to incentivize you, as an example, to try Celebrity or Silver Sea now because you theoretically will be able to earn points back to Royal Caribbean? Let me know in the comments below. While you're down below our video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications. That way, YouTube lets you know of a brand new video to share. This has been Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, and we'll talk again real soon.